True story.
Aaron Berger is here. I've known him for lucky 13. 13 was my grandpa's, favorite number. He's one of my favorite people.
Sweet.
And of course, HP is one of America's favorite brands. Yes. They are actually #1 when it comes to laptops. So the thing is, HPs are sold elsewhere. You just saw that little videotape talking about Black Friday. You're gonna see HPs on Black Friday. You're gonna see HPs elsewhere. You ain't gonna see this.
Yeah, not touchscreen.
No touchscreen. HP, #1 name in America. It is a touchscreen for less than you would spend for pretty much their entry-level laptop, because they're #1. You get fashion colors I'll show you in just a moment. You see support, but I love how they put, and support. It's 3 years. Yeah. 3 years of technical support. It's one of the latest, it's hot off the presses. Aaron knows, I'm not like mom, I do play favorites. I do.
AMD, here we go.
I love AMD processors. And part of it is little Buzz, Connie's little boy, he's dying to go to the new Star Wars film with me. Well, I'm a Star Wars fanatic. I'm basically a 12-year-old boy trapped in a middle-aged woman's body, if you've seen some of my Facebook posts. Yes, wigs and all. So the Star Wars guys, the lightsabers, the Xboxes, the PlayStations, they all use AMD processors. It's also solid-state drive. There's a lot of advantages, not the least of which faster boot up time, longer battery, runs cooler, but then you get software and bonuses and extras that pretty much pays for the purchase. $71.67 on your credit card, extended holiday return policy, 12-month interest-free financing with our HSN card.
Nice.
You know what, like 35
and change,
yeah, 35 and
like
change. And extended holiday return policy. So you will show you that value, and then I want you to see the colors of choice as well, because Aaron has an abbreviated presentation. He was kind enough to come in for me. Like I said, there were some last minute breaking programming changes. So the laptop anywhere else, if you could find it, remember HP does this only for us, over $500. I don't know where HSN is buying their technical support where 3 years is only $120.
Right?
Please give me their number, because I've never heard of that. I mean, normally it's like $100 a year if you can get it. Sling TV voucher, Wi-Fi security, language online course at almost $75. And you know I love those cooking courses. You also get it with free shipping, 683-186. Just choose your color of choice. Now, Aaron, which is the smallest?
Oh, I'm sorry, you're talking to Aaron, producer. I always get confused.
Right.
So Aaron is our producer, and Aaron is our host.
I'll go E-Aaron.
Guest host. Okay, E-Aaron, she was asking.
Aaron with an E.
Sorry.
Burgundy is the most limited with only 800. That's also a harder to find color.
I just think it's so darn pretty.
It is. Over 13,000 gone. I think the rose gold has been our most popular in these series of presentations. Okay, right behind blue, that great dynamic Kentucky blue, and then our soft brushed silver. And just for the record, those metallics have like a nice soft or sleek finish to it.
Brushed finish.
And then our beautiful Kentucky blue and that Burgundy Limited have more of a texturized finish to them. So you can't make a bad mistake. Best price, HP brand name. It is loaded to the gills. Aaron, with an A, there are a lot of things going on here. Should we start with processor, solid state drive?
We should just call me Aaron. I think that is the way to do it. So from now on, when Aaron is producing and I'm not here, I'm Aaron.
Yeah, you are Aaron.
You're right, there is so much. It's hard to even know where to start. Obviously, the #1 brand in America, HP, the #1 selling brand at HSN across everything we sell. The first thing I would point out about this computer that is different than most of the computers you're gonna see as today's specials, especially going forward, this has a beautiful touch screen. The only reason, and I mean the only reason anyone wouldn't get a touch screen is because of price. Because typically, you add about $100 to $150 conservatively to the price of a computer. If you're comparing, apples to apples, the same computer, but one has touchscreen. We have such a great value on this that I don't really think that's true. I think you're really getting a non-touchscreen or a touchscreen computer for a non-touchscreen price.
For sure.
The other thing, although there's lots of things, there's a ton of RAM in this, and that with all the, we have these just firework exciting things to tell you. We are the only place in the world, our company, HSN and QVC, only place in the world that will have this Athlon processor until 2020. And I'm going to tell you a lot more about it. So that's a firework. We have this. Go ahead,
by the way,
of
I'm so sorry to interject.
Okay, I know we're going to need to.
Aaron. There is also a disk drive on this.
Optical Drive.
So that is also like a $150 upgrade. And the only reason I interjected that real quickly is we've got a lot of information to get through in a short period of time. Remember, Aaron was kind enough to come in for me, and there's so many things that I'm excited about. So don't look at this as a price and say, oh, the fact that you're getting a touchscreen, 3 years of technical support. Again, I don't know where HSN is getting our technical support. They say $120, but you know, tech support is usually about $100 a year if you're lucky. And by the way, that is 24/7. Shoot, why doesn't every business have 24/7?
Don't you wish? Wouldn't that be wonderful?
I know, and then longer running, quiet, you know, runs longer, cooler, quiet, touchscreen all day, 683-186. So the touchscreen is a big thing. And then just because I know time is short, people always want to know, why do I want to upgrade? Because people,
Let's
figure
talk about
in this price range, oh, you know what, I'll just wait till after Christmas. I got a lot going on.
Is your computer slow? I think that's the #1 reason. If you go to your computer and you don't love it, you know, if you find yourself going to your tablet and your smartphone, the truth is, when it's time to get work done, nothing will substitute for a real computer.
You bet.
This one is so fast. One of the reasons is, you would assume at this price range that it would have 8 gigabytes of RAM, and I'll tell you, computer people shop RAM. That's one of the first things we look at. Is that my personal computer, the computer I use every day, day in, day out, has 8 gigabytes of RAM. About 90% of the computers we sell at HSN, that's an estimate, have 4 gigabytes of RAM. That's the most common, and that's good. 8 gigs is great, like nobody ever needs more. And RAM is important for multitasking. It's important for speed, for uploading and downloading on the internet. Do you ever think, the internet is slow today? The internet is not slow. Your computer might not have enough RAM, and that might make it slow uploading and downloading. And one other thing, speaking of speed on your internet.
Okay, now here's the thing. When I presented this computer with Aaron recently, I didn't get this, and I'm kicking myself, so I'm gonna do it tonight.
You gotta get it.
I'm gonna do it. Okay, you can't make my drive to work faster, but Aaron Berger, here's a leading question. Can you make my internet faster without me paying more money?
24% faster. No, all joking aside, this is net reset. What people don't understand is your router and your modem can get gummed up. There's something called the cache in your router, and it also becomes a security risk. I won't even get into that part.
That's true. That's the whole thing.
But the truth is, so now your security cameras, your computer, your tablet, your smartphone, think of everything in your house that's Wi-Fi. Do you guys see that? It's 24% faster. You buy net reset once, you plug it in, and you're done. So your computer, this computer is fast as the dickens, but your internet might not be running at its full capacity because it's not being reset all the time. Net reset is a great answer for that.
Half the quantities are gone.
Okay.
So I want to back up to that processor, because when we talk about speed and performance, these are figures and percentages. I have been here for almost 25 years. I've been selling electronics that, you know, in that entire time period.
You ever seen anything like this?
Never.
It's wild when you all see these numbers.
Never, and I'm talking, even when I compare it to the computers that you and I have sold, in the upwards of almost $1,000 range. I most assuredly have never, ever, ever seen performance standards on a processor at any price like we're seeing with the new AMD Athlon.
So the laboratories that create these numbers, let me just set this up for 10 seconds. The laboratories that create the numbers that you're about to see are incredibly technical and incredibly specific. And what they do is compare this computer with another processor, with a similar processor, go, how much faster is this than the previous version? 10% is great. 15%, 20% is like newsworthy, like you might read about it in, you know, Business Insider or whatever, something like that. Look at the numbers. The processor in your computer, the AMD processor, is 104%. 100% is double, is twice as fast, right?
104%.
Faster graphics performance. So gaming, but not just gaming, streaming.
You read my mind.
Streaming is a huge, do you watch Netflix? Do you watch Hulu? Do you watch, we hope you watch HSN. In fact, I'll show you. We're live streaming HSN right here. When you do a search online now, everything comes up in video, right? Does that slow your computer down? You know why? You don't have fast enough graphics processing.
No, I'll give you an example.
Does.
I boosted, because I was out of here at work. Actually, ironically enough, I launched the TS with Andrew the other night, and Adam is coming up. He's gonna give you a peek with a live remote with Andrew in just a few moments. But I posted like a little video clip of the beach, of the tide. And it was like a 7-second video. Buffering.
But yeah.
It's buffering. It's buffering.
Never.
I mean, you want the cat chasing the string or the little light tag? I mean, buffering. If you ever got that buffering, 104% improvement just on that one aspect alone.
Let me show you that.
Hello.
Look, check this out. So you might be thinking, okay, what is, prove it, big girl, prove it, big guy.
Yeah.
Let's see, right?
You put those big boy pants on.
That's what I.
You
that's
prove
what
it
I
to me,
would think.
A-Rod.
If I were you, I would be like, okay, well, let's see it. Ready?
Okay.
So we're live streaming on this computer, right? As you see, if you close your computer at home and you're live streaming,
which you might want to do if I'm on there, but
right. If Shannon and I are wearing you out, if we're talking too fast, if we're too excited to see each other, you might close us. We understand. But did you see what I did when I reopened the computer? Instantly on, instantly streaming again. Those are graphics, a graphic card, and I'll talk about this in a minute, a solid state drive that make your computer 104% faster with your graphics.
104% faster. Aaron, I apologize. I'm going to do something that I wouldn't normally do at this point in the presentation. We don't want to rush you, but if you want that great burgundy, we have the last 800. Actually, the fastest selling colors are proving to be the blue and or that rose gold. Remember, exclusive configuration. That silver, you get an extended holiday return policy. Now, if you are new to HSN, you know HP, but they do not do these fashion colors. They don't give anybody the hundreds of dollars. In fact, the software alone is pretty close to the price of admission on this. You do get touchscreens, so that's an immediate upgrade. HDMI output, and they include that disk drive, that CD-ROM disk drive. That's like a $100, $150 upgrade right there. We're also doing 12-month VIP financing, in which case you're looking at about $35 on your credit card, free shipping, and if you are new to HSN, there is something also called our extended holiday return policy. Now that means you could get this at home, you could put it underneath that Christmas tree, you could upgrade for yourself, you could even put it to task. Even if you're doing something as simple as you're posting video of the new baby smiling for the first time or cooing for the first time, and it's buffering, it's buffering. If you don't see improvement on any one of the things that are bugging you right now about your computer, you send it back, no questions asked. If you're putting it underneath the Christmas tree, they could use it. Do you realize anybody who gets this is gonna go bananas because they know the name HP. Nobody's doing this price, nor will we. But they have until the end of January to use this. If they decide they don't like it, we print the return label. We don't charge what's called a restocking fee, but you get the computer of your dreams. In about 2 minutes, we're gonna check in with Adam. Can we do an abbreviated tour just,
I'd love to.
Just in case?
I would love to do that right now. We were thinking the same thing, actually.
Thank you.
A quick tour around the computer just to hit the highlights and show you the ports and that kind of stuff. 15.6-inch high definition screen and a touchscreen. That's the first thing I would show you.
Deal.
There is a webcam. Hopefully I'll have time in the next 10 minutes or so to show you high definition webcam, HP TrueVision webcam built in, ready to go. Not only do you have a full island style keyboard, so individual keys, you have a numeric keypad too. And that's nice. You don't always get that, quite frankly, on a 15-inch computer. On a 17-inch computer, you expect it, not always on a 15-inch. Optical Drive, you know, that's the unicorn. That is the rarely seen creature. Not only do you see it less than a third of the time in new computers, particularly on solid state drive computers, which are faster, lighter, thinner, and have longer battery life. You know what I haven't said? This battery life is 10 hours. And charges, has something called HP Fast Charge. It charges to half full, to 5 hours full, in 45 minutes. Just to give you an idea. I'll keep on going.
The battery life is longer than any evening of sleep I have ever had, perhaps in my entire life.
She's such a, you know, I'm a great sleeper. I sleep like 12 hours a night and she sleeps like 3.
Oh my Lord.
Thing. I feel for you so much.
Can you share? Can you, you know, just
if
even balance
we'd
it out.
be the perfect person if we could just split it in half.
Together we make the perfect person.
We're about half perfect, I guess.
All right.
Okay, that's not too bad. So anyway, optical drive built in here, 3 USB ports. I'll talk more about Viper and that kind of stuff in a second. This is as an SD card slot, so if you pop in an SD card for movies or whatever, or if you want to expand your memory, this has the largest solid state memory of any computer we've sold already. 256 gigs is huge. Typical is 32 or 64.
Yeah, if you're lucky, you're right.
2 more USB ports, an HDMI, so you can send high definition video and high definition audio with only 1 cable, and then a super important port, and I'm gonna show off a super important item with it. This is called an Ethernet port. Usually on a thin and light computer like this, weighs a little over 4 pounds, has a 10-hour battery life, you don't often have an Ethernet port because it's so thin. Well, you do on this computer. A lot of people hesitate buying a new computer because they think, how am I gonna move my pictures and my movies and my programs? Passwords. Maybe you have your passwords and your settings on your old computer. Maybe you have Microsoft Office on your old computer. Pcmover does it for you. You plug it into your new computer, you plug it into your old computer, you use the software, and it moves everything over for you. You know what else it does exclusively at HSN you have to pay for other places? It checks your old computer for viruses, so it makes sure it doesn't move viruses, and it wipes your old computer. If you want, you don't have to do this. It will wipe it, format it clean to government standards. So your credit card number, your social security number, the taxes that you filed 4 years ago, everything is totally gone if you're gonna sell it or give it away. It's the only Microsoft recommended product of its type. And the last thing I'll say, exclusively at HSN, you know this, you were here that night that Matt Davis had a fit. Everywhere else you buy Pcmover, you get 1 license. Here, Shannon, you get 3, yeah. You get to use it 3 times.
Okay, and it's a lifetime. And you know what? When you pay it forward, then you can write it off as a tax write-off when you donate it. I mean,
donate your old computer
and do it comfortably. Here's the thing, though. It's just back in stock. It is sold out. Usually, we don't even get to present it in a prime time
Not very often.
We don't.
Usually only on TS days.
Absolutely. So we're getting ready to check in with Adam and Andrew, of course. They're going to be doing a live remote. I hope you grab yours. And the big thing is we're doing this here. We're doing this now. Aaron came in just for me, but I will say, it's like the triple threat. We got Aaron, we got Adam, we got Andrew. Adam and Andrew and Adam, oh my.
It's all the A's tonight. Thank you, Shannon, so much indeed. We've got an exciting evening planned for you. For the first time ever, our Monday Andrew Lessman show is going to be brought to you live from not only Tampa Bay, but Santa Monica, California. Mr. Andrew Lessman inviting us into his home to take us through some wonderful, wonderful things. And I believe Andrew is joining us live right now. Andrew, good evening. How are you?
I'm great. I was just speaking French with Muriel, so hopefully no one caught that. But I'm doing great. We're excited about doing a different kind of Monday night show where we've collected, of course, all the questions. And usually the questions pertain to our most popular products. So we're going to go through our most popular products this evening with all the assorted random questions that pertain, and there are so many.
And Andrew, you're right. We have a list of questions that so many people emailed in, and we thank you for that. Andrew, this has kind of been a fun couple of days, right? This is something you've always wanted to do.
It has been, for me, a culmination of a dream. For almost 30 years, I've wanted to shoot at home. And back in the days at QVC, I wanted to do this, and finally we did this because it will enable us. One of the bigger complaints I get is we have fewer Today specials, we have fewer visits. I used to be on all the time. And so now it will enable us to do more shows and to enable us to create more products with greater savings. So I think that's in everybody's best interest. So hopefully everyone enjoyed being up close and personal at the house here, and we'll do it again in the future.
It's as real as it gets, and the whole gang's going to be here. Muriel and Lincoln and Marcel. Andrew, we'll see you back here in 10 minutes' time.
Looking forward, very excited. See you soon, Adam.
Thank you,
see everybody.
Shannon, over to you.
All right, thanks to Adam and Andrew. Andrew, here's a question they probably don't have on your cards. Aaron wants to know where you got your shirt.
I love it, Andrew. Stepping away from the solid blue. I love it.
Thumbs up on the shirt.
Dig it.
Well, if you are channel surfing, look for that Landmark broadcast coming up in a few moments. This is Landmark for us. Aaron Berger is here. He's my triple threat. So is your HP. This was curated and created by America's favorite brand. Their #1 brand in laptops. HPs are sold elsewhere, but they're doing things for you here tonight and only as long as supplies last. Yes, it's an HP in fun fashion colors. Last call in that burgundy, the silver, the rose gold and the blue are the hottest sellers. And then, of course, we've got that nice, smooth, and sleek silver as well. software that almost pays for the purchase, 3 years of technical support. It is touchscreen. It is the most memory of any solid state drive computer that we've ever done in history. Solid state drive runs cooler, runs quieter, runs longer, gets more sleep than I do, 10-hour battery. You get the disk drive, so that CD-ROM drive that actually is included with the purchase. Normally in this price range, they never are. And you get it for a flex pay of $71.67. 12 interest-free payments. If we can put it into 12 flex pay if you have our HSN card, that makes it about $35. And our extended holiday return policy. So you've got until the end of January to try it as you buy it, and we pay to send it to you. So get yours, upgrade today. In case you missed the details, we've got a lot of information we're gonna try to get to in the next 4 minutes before you see Adam and Andrew. But this, if you only got the memory, if you only got the solid state drive, the performance on that processor, the brand new AMD Athlon, which is only available here right now, we did the world launch, the world's first peak in electronic retailing, gives you 104% improvement in graphics performance, 104% improvement in graphic performance alone. Boy, Aaron, I gotta tell you, there's so many things to talk about with this computer. We needed a lot more time, my friend.
We did, but we've got another minute or two, so we've got just another thing or another secret or two up our sleeve that we want to show you. One is the high definition video camera that's built in. So talk to your friends and family across the country, across the world. I'm sorry, I'm trying to just get those lights out of your all's eyes. I'll shrink, that'll help. You can see our beautiful Christmas tree, our beautiful set behind us. Over the holidays, it is so nice to be able to communicate with your loved ones this way. And again, it's all built in. I'm just gonna take my finger and move myself out of the way so I can show you how many things are going on. I've got, I actually have PowerPoint up. Microsoft Office is available on hsn.com if you want to pick that up. I've got Net Reset to make your computer 24% faster. I've got